Hello guys. Oh, what happened to my Okay. Kumusta po kayong lahat dyan? Sana'y nasa magandang kalagayan kayong lahat. Saan sulok man kayo sa mundo, sana nasa magandang kalagayan kayo. At dahil malapit na naman ang September, August na ngayon, ber na tayo, Christmas time. Sana ay maganda ang mga kalagayan natin. Okay? So, bago po ang lahat, mag-usap-usap lang tayo bago tayo magsimula. Okay? So, mag-usap mula tayo. Anong dapat natong pag-usapan? So, pasok na po kayo, pasok. Hintay-hintay lang kayo. Hintay-hintay lang ako kahit 10 tao lang ang makapasok. Okay na ako dyan. Magsimula na tayo dyan. Okay? So, pero kung wala talagang pumasok, di okay lang. Kahit isa, dalawa, o kung wala, di simula tayo. Ano lang tayo. May mga, ano naman tayo, silent viewer. Yung mga silent viewer natin, maganda din yan sila kasi kahit nakalampas na din sila, mag-live, tumitingin pa rin sila sa video natin. Okay? Sana itangkilik ninyo ang video natin kasi ito din ang pang-ano ko sa charity ko doon sa Pilipinas. Dito ko rin kinukuha sa ano ko, sa makikita ko dito kasi wala na akong income ngayon. Mayroon ako pero sa sarili ko na lang yun kasi retired na ako. Pang pension na lang yun sa akin. So, yung income ko dito, ito ang gagamitin ko sa pang charity work ko pag umuwi ako sa Pilipinas. Kaya ipon-ipon lang, konti-konti, okay na yan. Kahit sintabo-sintabo, pag ipon-ipunin mo yan, medyo okay na yan. Makabili na tayo ng tag-5 kilo ng bigas ipamigay natin at saka mga pagkain na iba. Okay? So, yun lang. At sana naman ay makaintindihan nyo ako. Okay? So, at saka dito din sa channel natin, Philcore Ellen, bago-bago lang ako, hindi pa ako, bago lang akong na-monetize dito. At saka bago lang ako, hindi ako masyadong maraming kasi, tinatawag pa lang ito na baby channel. Okay? So, baby channel pa lang tayo, mga more than 1 year na yata ito. Pero, dati na nagtrabaho ako, lang ako, 1 week isang bisis mag-live, mag-upload ng video. Ngayon, mag-everyday na ako kasi ang sabi ko, noong nakaraan na nag-retired na ako sa pagtuturo ko dito, kaya naglaan lang ako sa mga part-time at saka dito din sa live streaming ko. Kaya, hindi naman kasi hindi naman as easy as we think, because if we are going to have this live streaming or we will upload some videos, we have to do it and we have to research for it and we have to prove whatever we are talking about here. So that's why could you please do your part also, na kung bago lang kayo dito sa channel ko, please do subscribe. It's libre yan. At saka, share if you can. And like, please. Itong lahat ay libre ito. Wala itong obligasyon. Kaya, kung maaari naman, ituplukoy na ninyo. Okay? So, tuplukin na ninyo para huwag ninyong makalimutan pag simula ninyo sa pagbukas ng video ko, itiplok na ninyo para mayroon naman akong kahit sintimo, okay na yan, ipamimigay ko na yan. Okay? So, pagbalik na ko sa Pilipinas early next year, pag mayroon na akong maipon-ipon na kunti, makikita na naman ninyo yung video ko na pang charity. Magbigay-bigay ako. Kunti lang ang videohon ko. Hindi ako magbi-video ng marami pag magbigay ako ng charity. Kasi para bang konting respeto ba yung tawag ko dyan? Para din iwasan na hindi sila mahihiya, ganon. So, just a little na makakita kayo na magbibigay ako. Now, if you want to check my video, because this video is a little bit shabu-shabu. Okay? Ito ba ang, ano lang ito? Tinatawag ko na shabu-shabu ay, it is a mix of important thing. And then I don't want to make another video because I cannot make it simultaneous work. So only one is good enough for me. But then when I go to our country, I need to help some other fortunate people. I mean, there are some people that needs a little attention or help. So we need to do that. So if you are going to check my video, you can see that. Now, in the start of this video that I am not yet monetized even, I started it already, my charity. Now, my charity is just very small. Why? I only do it when I go to the Philippines, and sometimes if I can't go home for a long time, I will ask my sister to assist me for doing the charity. But it's my goods is I'm going to give it to her, and then she will be the one to dismiss, but she will provide me some videos so that I can see what she's doing there. Okay, but it is better, I like it very much that I be the one to do it. I know that. And then I feel it better to do it by myself. And then the only thing that I would like to, that I can embrace them, I can hug them, that I can feel how they feel. Now sometimes there were some other people that who are crying when I talk to them, so that's why I feel sad also. Okay, anyway, that is on for the introduction. Now we will start now. It's time to start now. Okay, so let's do it. Now today we are going to have this interview with Cathy Binag about this Smni, having an interview with Cathy Binag, the one that is, I told you that she is reliable source for the information to give proof of what is really the truth in this administration. Okay, so I'm not in politics, but this is very important, so I give you the information. As I told you, now I will not choose any topic, but as long as there is a truth, when I examine it and the truth is there, I will have to share with you the information. That's why I will take it. So this time, this is the reliable source that we have, the Smni channel. They're having interview with a woman that she is also a reliable source for the information of this administration. So we will have to listen to this so we can decide and we can comment on whatsoever ideas that we have. Okay, well, let's start now.
Akala ko, nagulat ako talaga sa Marcos presidency. Sobra ako nagulat. We supported him because he promised that he would continue the programs of the former president, which was highly successful, no? And as a result of that, the trust approval ratings of the former president were sky high. So when we supported him because nga we thought, no, now's his chance to redeem the family name, diba?
True.
That he will serve the Filipino people and prove us wrong. Yung pala, what's coming out is that the power was taken out of them, and it was so painful to them that they had to go back to Malacanang. They had to go back to that power, and the lesson that they've learned, is that we will never let go of this power ever again, whatever it takes, because as soon as he sat in office, no, his cousin, of course that's him, his cousin and his wife, talagang inaareglo yung term extension agad-agad without serving the Filipino people. No?
That's what he called, yung pag ibabato sa akin kung revengeful, sila yun po. Thinkers are doers. Diba? Parang how you think about other people is how you act. 'Diba? Parang tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. It's very ano yan. Pero, 'diba? Ganun yan eh.
Basic.
Parang very very basic po na mathematics yan. So sa akin lang parang tama ho yun. Yung parang bakit mo biglang uunahin gumawa ng batas na pahabain or halos yung termino ng pag-upo mo rather than focus on what's more important, which is poverty. Ang daming naghihirap sa bansa na dapat yung i-prioritize mo if your intention is to like talaga pong iangat ang pangalan or apelido na nasira for how many years. Eh sabi ko nga po, sana po ang presidente, alam niya sa heart niya, magkaroon siya ng discernment and alam mo yon ng wisdom na galing sa Panginoon na i-save niya yung pangalan nila, umalis siya or like tama na po kasi ginagamit siya eh. Alam niyo po
Question, Cathy. Okay. I'm sad for him.
Yeah.
When I saw the cocaine video, I saw a very broken man.
Yeah.
So my question to you, is there not anybody in this man's life who loves him enough to say, step down, okay? Step down and get some help.
Alam niyo po, I think may magsasabi. Kaso lang mas, again, kapag napapaligiran ka ng, meron silang term yan eh, cordon sanitaire.
Yes.
That's what they call.
Cordon
I always hear
solitary.
it from them. Even when yung kabago-bago ko lang sa relasyon namin ni Tony Boy that time, I heard like, some of the guys will tell, huwag niyo kakausapin yan, walang kwenta yan. Ganun agad.
Elitista talaga.
Yeah, kasi
Yes,
alam
yes.
nyo, kasi I don't do drugs. Hindi ako alcoholic po. So parang they don't like that. Tapos hindi ako mag-gimmick, hindi ako mababar eh.
Yeah,
It's not my thing. I'm a mom.
Yeah.
So parang paano ko gagawin yun? Di ba parang hindi normal naman for
So,
a mother.
Cathy, also pala, no, an attorney, no, mga kababayan, around the vast majority of cocaine addicts are also alcoholics.
Yes.
No?
Yeah, that's right.
And the only difference about alcoholism is that it's legal. Di ba?
Yeah.
It's a legal drug, but it's very toxic. Lalo na when you put those two together, it's a deadly mix. No? So, what we've been seeing, no, for instance, the first lady, no, tinutungga niya, halatang halata. No? So, I'm so sad for my country. I'm so sad for my country because ganito ba yon? Is this what we deserve? Diba? And we hear all sorts of things, no, na the first lady beats up the president in front of everybody, no, and she screams at him, and I'm saying, but he's the president. I mean, have some respect for that office kasi when we were there, ganun kami, no, ganun talaga kami yung may respeto talaga for the office, and also of course for the man, and nobody could ever lay a finger on the president.
That's true.
So this is parang they're besmirching all these institutions, no?
Well, apparently kasi di ba yung cocaine kasi 30 minutes lang daw yung effect niyan, 30
Yes.
minutes eh.
And then hold na naman.
And they're doing it
30
kasi they
minutes
love to
lang.
drink a lot. Like literally a lot because they love to party hanggang umaga nga eh. Yun to the point na yung parang when I was new, I was wondering how can they last this long? Parang ako lang yung natutulog na ako sa table, parang lahat sila gising, naiiyak ako sa pagod.
What
yung
do they
ganon.
do?
They're drinking.
Do they talk to each other?
Yeah, they do. Sobrang, alam mo yung super hype na parang buhay na buhay. Parang
Because cocaine is an upper.
yes,
It's a
so parang,
stimulant.
I don't understand that before,
Yeah.
diba? Parang hindi ko nagigets. Alam ko yung kuya ko, addict, pero alam ko na ganun. Pero hindi ko kasi, siyempre yung kuya ko yung nagdadrugs, hindi ko naman nakikita na in front of me doing it eh. Ngayon lang eh, yung naging kami, doon ko lang nakita eh. So,
Ano yung nakita mo?
yun nga, that they're taking it, they're doing it. So,
The president. You saw the president do it.
to be honest, like I didn't see, but I saw them like grupo sila. Kasi
Yes.
whenever they're in one, like kasi private yan sila.
Yes.
They just invite like in their house. Then dun nila gagawin yun.
So-
Tapos meron lang public na few people na kahit sa clubs publicly ginagawa nila yun.
So even though you didn't see him, the people who were there did it.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't anybody there except you.
And I can see that they're doing it. It's just that if you ask me na harapan na kami ng presidente, hindi ko nakita yun.
Yes,
But
yes.
I see them from afar. Yun,
Yes.
di po ba? Yun.
Kaso nakita mo din.
Nakita mo, pero
din.
from
Nakita
afar.
mo din.
Pero hindi nakapera naman ako eh. Kasi
Kahit pa from apart that you see them doing it, so nakita mo rin, sa mata mo pa rin nakita yung ginagawa nila, di ba? So, yun pa rin, kahit medyo malayo na, pero nakikita mo pa rin sa mata mo. Okay, Miss Cathy?
I just want to be very specific. You know naman, I know how they work.
Yes.
You know, they can put words into your mouth, they can play everything. I've been with them for, you know, I've been with them for 10 years. Like, when I was seeing
10
the
years?
Davao, like all this SWAT team and all the people without the template and ano mo yun, yung walang plaka. That's
Yeah.
how they work. Guys,
That's
I'm
their-
telling you,
that's
that's their
their-
style.
Yeah.
So I know it for a fact. That's why, di ba, what's that? May dapat, what's the kulungan in their, in the Florendos, sila Tony Boy, di ba may
Tabi.
kulungan, may kulungan doon na
Oo.
yung parang di ba mali mo, di ba, sinabi nga nila, di ba, sabi nila mali mo, gumagamit sila ng mga preso to do it,
Yeah.
ginagamit
Yeah.
lang yung ang tawag
Yes.
dito, yung gear
Probably.
ng
Yeah.
SWAT. You know,
Yeah.
guys,
Maybe
some
that's
sa
true.
sa mahal nating police at saka kapulisan at saka armed
Because
forces of
they
the
don't want
Philippines,
to show their
please do not
faces.
allow them to do that without a name, without a template, without any car, walang car plate.
Yeah.
Kasi po, yung pangalan po ng kapulisan at Armed Forces of the Philippines ang nakasalalay dito. Hindi nyo po alam, malay nyo po, nahahaluan na ng iba. Maawa po kayo dun sa mga kasamahan ninyo na nagtapos, nagpagod para makapagtapos dito, para makapagsilbi sa bayan ng tama. Huwag niyo pong hayaang
Oh
mababo
my
yan.
God.
Kasi ako marami akong kaibigan sa inyo ay naniniwala po ako sa inyo. Mahal na mahal ko
Thank
kayo.
you, Miss
Nakatrabaho ko po
for
kayo
the
nung pandemic.
information.
I've seen how hard you work
Yes.
for our country. Huwag niyo pong pabayaan na magamit kayo. Please stood up for the people.
Cathy, there's a Senate hearing now about yung brutal na raid, na illegal raid ng police by the KOJC. And we heard si General Marbil, who's the chief of the PNP, that none of what's happening there is politically motivated, which to me is galling. What do you think about that? What do you say about that?
First and foremost, like, I don't know personally Pastor Kibuloy.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So,
Okay.
yun na nga yung advantage ko.
Yeah.
I'm not close to anybody,
yeah.
no? So, I don't have any motive. I'm not a politician. I'm not a vlogger. I'm not a fame whore. Kasi kung fame whore ho ako, nung
Yeah.
nasa posisyon, yan dyan si Tony Boy, sikat siya, may pera siya. I have all the ways to be famous. I never did that. Diba? So, I'm doing this again for my kids, for my
Very
future apos, for my country, for my friends. For me hindi ako naniniwala it's not politically motivated.
Yeah.
Kasi bakit sa isang lugar nyo lang ginagawa? Bakit sa dinami-dami, may Cebu, may Palawan, bakit Davao? Bakit Mindanao? What are you trying to prove? Diba? Parang, is it your way? For me, kasi alam ko nga the way they move, diba? Way nyo yan na parang your way to takutin yung mga tao.
Intimidate, yeah.
Intimidate nyo. Nagawa nyo sa akin yan diba? Intimidate nila na, okay, we can do this to this area. Hindi kami takot sa Duterte or whatever. Kahit pa pastor, wala kaming pakialam. Which is sad.
Yeah.
Which is so sad. Just imagine, okay, alam mo nyo po, kahit na sino na, kung nagagawa nila kay Pastor Kibuloy, yung ginagawa nila now, whoever na pastor dyan, or like, not political leader what do you call this? Religious leader
Yes.
na will go against them, they can do that to you. Like ngayon, Davao lang to. Susunod, baka Cebu na. Susunod, baka Palawan na. You know,
They did it to you.
They did it to me.
Single mom.
Yes, just imagine, I'm a single entity, simpleng babae. Babae po ako, may 5 po akong anak. One time, I even begged, sabi ko, wag mo na lang isipin ako. Okay na, babuyin mo ako, pero maawa ka lang sa anak ko. I was so fearful before.
Okay. That is it. Okay. So,
Yan.
Yeah.
No? So, Cathy, please respond.
Well, and they can just go to the rehab, they have the money.
okay, so here we have this one. Okay, we can see this. Okay, so this is Benhur Avalos of the ILG Secretary, and I think this is the Chief of Police. Okay, so we're going to see this. This is not a very...
And that's what they do. Then second to that, a lot of people will never understand the feeling of like yung effect ng drug addiction, especially if they're not a victim of it.
Yes.
Like they don't have a family na naging addict,
That's right,
na
that's
biktima sila ng situation. I have an experience with my brother. I have an experience with my partner. I've seen everything, my friends. Alam mo, nakakalungkot nga. Ako nga, I always feel sad. Then I had that interview nga, nasabi ko yung one of them, mabait. Mabait talaga kasi siya. But, Inigo.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
mabait talaga siya. Pero alam mo yon, parang, sometimes you do things because you're sad. You're unhappy. And I don't know. And I was like, what else do you want in life? Rather than, I guess, they just need to go back to God.
Yeah.
For them to be content and be satisfied with their lives. And ako, yun yung naramdaman ko. Nawala sa akin lahat. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I think I feel good and I feel refreshed and free because I'm with God now. Sabi, one time, may tumawag nga sa akin. Dati di ka pa natatakot kasi like, baka maninoy Aquino ka. Stigma, connecting, right? Then I said, you know what? It's an honor if that will happen to me. You know why? Sabi niya, grabe ka naman. Sabi niya, you know why? Because, alam ko po, pag namatay ako, didiretso ako sa langit. Ang mga matatakot lang pong mamatay is yung mga may atraso. Kasi takot silang mapunta sa impyerno. Yun po.
At Cathy, meron akong na-formulate kasi sa isip ko na parang teorya. Kasi akala ko, nagulat ako talaga sa Marcos presidency. Sobra ako nagulat. We supported him because he promised that he would continue the programs of the former president, which was highly successful, no? And as a result of that, the trust approval ratings of the former president were sky high. So when we supported him because nga we thought, no, now's his chance to redeem the family name, diba?
True.
That he will serve the Filipino people and prove us wrong. Yung pala, what's coming out is that the power was taken out of them, and it was so painful to them that they had to go back to Malacanang. They had to go back to that power, and the lesson that they've learned, is that we will never let go of this power ever again, whatever it takes, because as soon as he sat in office, no, his cousin, of course that's him, his cousin and his wife, talagang inaareglo yung term extension agad-agad without serving the Filipino people. No?
That's what he called, yung pag...
Okay, so dyan natin makikita yung interview ni Miss Cathy Binag na talagang totoong gumagamit ang ating Pangulo. The President of the Philippines is, according to her interview, is using this white substance. Now, this white substance is, it's not good, especially if you're using it for a long time. That's why it is very dangerous to keep him sitting in this position when in fact this is very dangerous for our mental ability. Now the decision making of the country's situation is very important. That's why we need to him. We will request him. Now I think in social media the generals or other politicians who are not in favor with this situation are disseminating campaign that the president may go for hair molecule drug tests. Now, that's why, so that we will know if he is clean or not. Now, and why we want this? Now, look at the situation in West Philippines Sea that he keep on saying that we will have to be in war, we need to protect our, we will be fighting with China. Oh my God, that's not normal for a president, I think, because to go to war you must have to prepare. That's why I told you that sometimes he will just decide suddenly without having a study or whatever. If you are a leader of the country, if you are a president, you have to analyze the situation, you have to think the pros and cons and everything, but he will only decide in a short time. So look at what happened now. So ang Pilipinas ay palaging nasa consequences ng kamalian dahil sa ganyan. Okay? So if you are going to think it over, this couple, the first family in the Philippines loves to have party and concert. Now this is the side effect of this drug. this medicine. Why? This is party drug. Okay, this white substance. That's why they love parties. I think that's why they love parties. And that is true when Doc Badoy said that the First Lady is making a kitchen where in there that they are thinking that they are going to have this forage for the people or whatsoever for charity. But no, it's not, because they are going to have a party there. Okay, so they love parties, they love concert, they love fireworks, this family. So that's why, and this is the people who like drug. This is really what they like to do. Okay, so please, sorry, but this is the revelation of Miss Cathy Binag, that is what he saw. Even though in a far distance he saw them, they're using this substance, that what we call the Coca-Cola. Now, this is not good. Okay, so and beforehand, the Filipino people is supporting him because they trust him. The sitting president now, they trust him, hoping that because he promised, not just hoping, but he really made a promise that he is going to continue the started projects with the former president, which we love it. We love all Filipinos with the massive infrastructure projects. Now, what happened? Now, it was a big mistake. Why? Nothing happened. What is massive now is the budget of the money. They keep on asking the budget. They keep on asking money from the government. They keep on using amount of money, but no project at all. Just like what happened during the flood of Manila weeks ago. That the flood control that he said during his SONA, about 5,500, it's all done. Most of them is in Manila, but what happened? Within 24 hours after his SONA, there was a big flood, burst of water in Manila, but the flood control is not controlling it. It was a rising of water control. Uncontrollable. So that is a very sad. So he was a little bit ashamed with his statement, without denial, and his tricky reply to the media that everything, you can see that one, that he is he's very tricky when he answered the media, that it's not, the flood control is not working because of the garbage. The flood control is because of the reclamation and everything. The drainage is not working. Now, you can just imagine. You were the president and you do not know what happened. But later on, we found out with the DPWH that there were no project at all. There is no master plan for that project. So meaning to say there is no project at all. Now, the question is, where is this 1.4 billion pesos a day for this project? Mr. President, we will not be quiet. We will not keep quiet on this project. Why? Because it involves big amount of money every day. But this started in I think it's been longer already, but then you don't have a project now. And then the DPWH is a little bit sticky face, because they keep on asking for another budget for the feasibility study, which I think they asked for 26 billion pesos for that project. Million pesos or billion pesos. So you see, you keep on asking, pataubin talaga sa Pangulong ito ang kaba ng bayan. Talagang totoo yan. Look at this PCSO now. Supposedly, this gaming the proceeds of this gaming is for the help of the Filipino poor people who needs help, hospitalization, whatever. But it's always no money. Where is the proceeds of this gaming? You better close this one, Mr. President. Now, but we can know that this family has an offshore account anywhere in the world. So you see, that's how they use the Filipino money. That's how they will turn down the wealth of the Filipino people. You see? This is where I don't believe it before, because I trust him. I like him because I was thinking that he is very good, but we made mistake. And we could have also asked Senator Amy Marcos for his mistake for this. And she was lying to the Filipino people, because he came to Davao to convince Bifer Zara to join the team without our knowing that this man is not capable for for handling our country or to manage and lead the Filipino people. It's sad to say. Now, Armed Forces of the Philippines, PNP, Filipino peoples, retired generals, you better do your part now. Or else make him a challenge to undergo a hair molecule test. Otherwise, our country will be in jeopardy. It is not anymore safe. We have a very, very weak leader. Now, we don't believe that he was leading the nation now, our country. The people around him or the wife is doing it. But the problem is, we're thinking that the wife is just a drunkard. But now we realize and we know from Miss Cathy Binag that also the wife is included. And when in fact there was a time we heard in the social media that she underwent an operation to St. Luke Makati Medical Center, maybe because of the damage of her nostrils. Too much snipping with this white substance. Well, if it's not true, you prove it. But if it's true, you better evaporate from Malacanang. we don't need a people to lead a country who cannot even control himself. Okay? So very sad to say that. But thank you very much for Miss Cathy Binag for coming out to the open to show the truth and to speak with the truth, to expose the real truth. Now we have some exposes already long ago, a few months ago. Like, for example, number one, we have this former President Duterte saying this, that we have a candidate who is a drug addict, but we don't believe that because prominent family that we are thinking. But then the next one is that the PDEA leak document, that is a pre-operation with the PNP to capture these people in Forbes Park, owned by the popular talent, that they are doing session in there, but it was stopped by during the time he is Undersecretary of Pinoy, so it was not realized the pre-operation. And then the next one is we have this Congressman Nikki Cositing. I think she is a congressman. Congressman Nikki Cositing, she knows him very much. And he is very firm with herself that this man was using this substance. Okay? So was using this substance, but he never, if it's not true, then he should have filed a case against this woman, but until now he never say anything about it. And then the third one, it's a younger younger friend maybe, and then we have the fourth one, the third. First one is this President Duterte, former then that's the former PDEA agent Jim Morales, and then the next is Nikki Cositing, and then the fourth one is the video disseminating in social media, and they are denying to death DILG Secretary Benhur Abalos. Please, sir, do not cover the wrong move of your boss. You protect your boss, but you were not protecting the Filipino peoples and the country itself. So I feel so sad with Benhur Abalos. It seems Benhur Abalos too is katrupa din dito kasi minsan magngiwi-ngiwi din siya eh. At saka yung eyes niya ay parang uncontrollable movement when he speak. Okay? Sorry to see that, but if I made it wrong, you have to stop me for that, saying that. Okay? You just call me my attention. And next, another thing, the fifth fruit that we have is this Miss Cathy Binag, the woman of the live-in partner of Mr. Anton Florindo Lagdameo. Now, this woman has been with him for 10 years. I think more or less 10 years. So she has more experience and knows what they were doing. Okay? So wherever they have a session, she is somewhat like going with his man. So she witnessed what they were doing. And she knows it. And she has, according to her, she has 150 USB to be disseminated. And First Lady called him already. That's what he said. And he is going to bribe her with some amount just to stop this expose. But she didn't. Okay? So the reason why she come out to the open is that she just want to be the Philippines to be safe and the people to be safe, because it's not safe now. Okay? Why it's not safe? The circle or voltage 5 is just a few people. But when the president is doing it, the people down here will also free to do it. That's why the different kinds of drug dissemination in our country ngayon, sobra ng dami. It's increasing now compared to the previous administration. Why? Because they know that our leader is doing it, and they know that he is weak, and they know that whenever they do, there is an action only for the poor, never mind the rich. That's a very dangerous one. So thank you very much for Miss Cathy Binag to come out in the open and to prove the allegations regarding the president. Okay? So I hope that our men in uniform, we call it up. We will call up your attention. PNP, Armed Forces of the Philippines, and other retired generals in both agencies, and the politicians who are yung mga matitino na politicians in our citizens, now parents of the children and everybody, please do some Sir, what is this? Campaign to be signed in a social media or in writing, requesting the president to undergo a drug test, hair molecule drug test. So that is the only way to slap the people accusing him of doing that. But if he will not undergo, then your accusation may prevail. True. Why? You must have to undergo a public testing. If you want your whole family, because that's the accusation now. Not only the couple, not only the husband and wife, but even the children is included. Why is that? Because when the children saw the parents are doing it, and they are enjoying it, and they're batak-batak there, they will follow, you know. They're all male children, so they have to do it also. And if you can look at them, it's not all the people who are using drugs are damaged teeth, but I think there is one child of this family has a very damaged teeth. Oh, why is it damaged? They have more money to go to the dentist. See? Why is that? So you can think it over. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not saying that I hate the Marcos administration. No. Mr. President, it's okay for you. That's why we supported also you, because giving you a chance to redeem your family name. But because of this issue, we were heartfelt. This is a heartfelt request to you, Mr. President, and the family, to undergo a hair molecule test to answer the cry of the people. And if you find it negative, you can slap them with shame. That's why we want it. But if you don't like to undergo a drug test, that is your prerogative, Mr. President. But the people will not trust you anymore, so you better politely exit. We do not like our country to be pinanguluhan ng isang taong gumagamit ng pinagbabawal na gamot. Okay? So we do not like our country to be led by the people who is using this kind of medicine, which is not supposedly to be used by you. And one thing that I would like to complain with her sister, Senator Amy Marcos, we were going a little bit farther now, because she knows that her brother is in this influence. He is influenced with this kind of drugs. She supported him. They convinced Binag Sara to go with him, and they are conceiving the people in the Philippines that he is fit for this job, when in fact it's not. So it's up to you Filipinos to vote this woman again. I don't like it anymore. Okay? So you know what, guys? You know what? You can see the action. According to Miss Cathy, that is their behavior. That it seems that they are somebody or untouchable, or their decision is softly doing, when in fact it's not. You could say, now I can understand now. Before, when I saw the video of Senator Ches Escudero, that the First Lady just come out and take his glass of wine and drank it. She drank it. Now, I was wondering why she is doing that. What happened to her? Or she is doing just insulting this senator or whatsoever. Everything comes into my mind. But now I understand, because if you are a drug influenced person, you are also good in you're always hungry of wine. So it's just very ordinary for her, even in the formal meeting or formal activities, to take some wine and whatsoever is just very ordinary, and it's not normal for leader of a country. So please, 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 do not wait that our men in uniform or our citizen will take action. Well, anyway, they will not take a bloody action, but they will take action soon. I know that. Because this is not anymore. This is not acceptable anymore. And this is not considerable anymore, this act. Now, you deny to death this picture with Benhur Abalos and Gibo Chodoro, that this video is not him. When in fact the video is not giving a name with him, but they are very defensive about it. Why? Why? Now I understand why. Because they know that he is using that drug. Okay? So they're very defensive about it. But they said that it's not authentic. They fake video. But Delaware prove it that it's not the fake. But then the blogger who exposed this said that it's authenticated and the authentication certificate is with her. So call her to the court. Bring him to court. Bring her to court. She will defend herself. She will. I guess she is true and correct with all his accusation of her accusation. Okay, let's continue for a short time.
May ibabato sa akin kung revengeful. Sila yun po. Thinkers are doers. Diba?
Yeah.
Parang,
Okay. So, yes, according to her, thinkers are doers. That's why they are very their way of governing the Philippines now is just like a criminal. Look at what they do in Davao City. That is why and the best and the worst thing with these people is that they will do a decision and they will bribe some people to do it in behalf of them, and then they will just be quiet. That is very, very dangerous style. That's why when you are going to see it and you are going to observe him, whatever issues it is, he will just be quiet. It seems that makakabingi na yung pagiging tahimik niya. That you will become deaf of his silence. But they were paying some people, they will bribing some people to do it for themselves. That's the dangers here. There is a danger in here. Another danger here is that they are oppressing Davao City, especially KOGC, with the use of the men in uniform. But this is also another thing. I am in doubt that these people who cover their faces, no nameplate, no car plate, I hope this is real policemen. But if not, that's a very big danger also in the city of Davao. Why? What if they are going to use some prisons, the people in prisons, to do the act, to kill, to find Pastor Kibuloy, because Pastor Kibuloy has already how many million bounty on his head. So if that is if they are the criminals, because it seems they don't want to show their faces, they don't want to show their name tag, they are using police cars but no name tag, no nameplate, sorry. Now this is also very dangerous. Why? Well, if they could capture the fugitive that they call fugitive, Pastor Kibuloy, but I don't believe it. If they could capture this people, this pastor, well, if these people is not the real policemen, it's in prison. These are the prisoners, and they just give them a directive jobs to do and what's this area, and if you could see this man, you capture them. Now the reward, the bounty of this man is very big. So maybe the policemen are interested for this because the prisoners, the fugitive that they are using cannot claim that money. Okay, so the bounty might be going to the PNP if it's the PNP are doing it, because the PNP are always going to that area. So that is a very big danger also. Now, because criminals are criminals, the prisoners are prisoners. So if they could see anybody that they interested in, they will kill them. So that is the danger in there. So that is it. So according to this woman, she has this 150 USB to be spread out whatever what happened to her. That is a very good backup to you because it will be spread out. Okay, but be careful. The best thing for you is to be very careful. And they call their group, yung mga katropa niya, yung katropa ng ganitong tao is they call them cordon solitaire. Oh yeah, that's very good. They called it a voltage 5. Okay, so anyway na dito you can see that the only thing that she said here that I could always recall, the Coca-Cola user will always be a drunkard. Yes, because according to her, the lifespan of this drug will only last 30 minutes. And then you drink and talk, and then 30 minutes down, you take again. Okay? So you can take again. So that is it. That is how. And you know what? This substance is very expensive, especially before. Now a little bit down in price because maybe it's too many. But before this, only the rich people can afford in this drug. Okay? So, and according to this woman, with this family of her living partner before, they have this what we call as a small what do you call this one? A small prison? A small prison, according to her. Yung mga dyan sa area nila, mayroon doon. Yeah, maybe that is what she mean. So they can use these people wherever they like. Okay? So another thing na, yung pag gumagamit sana siya dati, mga 2012 daw yun. Tapos bago lang siyang umalis. Okay, 2012. So 12 years, 2 years ago na siyang naghiwalay na sa ano niya, live-in partner niya. So 2 years ago now. If he continue using it before until now, then it's very bad. If he stop it during because he is already a president, that's a little bit. But I think it will come out still in the molecular drug test if she will do it. Okay. And another thing is that yung mga behavior ng mga taong gumagamit ng mga ganitong mga medicine, illegal substance, yung behavior is terrible. Mahirap yung asal nila. You cannot understand that. Sometimes they are too arrogant, sometimes they are very hot-tempered, sometimes maninigaw. Maninigaw ng katulong, maninigaw ng whatsoever. I could just remember, yung mayroon daw isang PSG sa Malacanang na sobrang frustrated. Sinisigawan daw siya ng froggy lady in Malacanang. Tapos hindi niya na-take, nahiya yata, nag-commit suicide. I don't know if it's really suicide or baka tinigi niya yun. Hindi natin alam. Okay? So, tsaka, okay. Dito naman, so, bago tayo magpatuloy, mga kababayan ko, if you are here, please subscribe and like and share. It's all free. And if you can have a message to me, please do your message. We will talk your message also after that. I will not read your name, but I will have to I will read your message, but never mind your name. You know what is if you don't like. Okay, so let's continue of doing this. Now, their team, according to the woman that Cathy said, that they are doing harassment some of the time. Okay, so that is it. Now, yun ang ginagawa nila dyan. No, yung mga harassment nila, yung pagsisinungaling nila, it seems normal to them. Yun talaga ang may drug influence. So, yun talaga yan. Okay, so, but another thing that we have observed with this president, he has indifference flight, indifference behavior to the poor Filipinos when in fact he is a president. So look at him. Para siyang arroganting bayaman pero ninanakaw para yung mga kayamanan nila ng tatay nila. It was been proven truth. You watch also Percy Lapid Fire. There is another thing in there. So that is it. But anyway, pag masinungaling ka, mahirap yon. Dapat sana itong Pangulo natin ay fair play ang ginagawa niya. Huwag siyang mang-oppress ng mga tao. At huwag nilang anuhin ang mga Pilipino, lalo na yung mga mahirap. You must be fair, Mr. President. Okay? So sana naman, palagi kayong fair dyan. Kasi, pag hindi kayo fair sa Pilipinos, yung iba, masama din. At saka, yung labish ninyong gumagamit ng budget ng bayan, pero yung mga taong bayan, gutom na gutom, walang makakain, yung mga anak hindi na makapag-aral, kasi wala na silang perang pangpabaon sa anak, walang perang pang bili ng gamit sa mga bata. Yun ang pinaka-masakit, being a parents. Being parents or whatsoever. Now, that's why, please, yung money, yung pera ng bayan na dapat pang malaking proyekto para ang mga Pilipino may mga trabaho na makalast a little bit longer so that they could feed their family, but you use that money to lavish using of the country's fund to satisfy your needs, and that is illegal. So you see, if we are going to go back to Congress and Senate, wala kayong resibo, wala kayong liquidation, gastos ng gastos, just spend the money of the government without any liquidations and receipts and the book of record. That is very difficult to the Filipinos. Okay, so I think we are going to stop now. We're going very far, mga kababayan ko. So sorry for the time, but this is the second time that I had finished my job, so we have to do it. Okay, so thank you very much for being with me. Thank you for your support, and please subscribe my channel if you're new here. Like and share. Thank you very much, and sana nasa magandang kalagayan kayong lahat. Okay, at sana keep your beauties. Yung mga babae, kailangan maintain. Yung mga lalaki din, kailangan maintain. Eat the right kind of food, sleep, have enough sleep, and do some exercise. Very simple lang ang exercise natin. Kahit sa gawaing bahay natin, exercise na yan. Okay? Maraming salamat po at magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. At God bless you all. Bye-bye! Okay?